Few drops of rain falling here for the final race of the day. It is the Santander Consumer Finance KTM Junior Cup in the company of Steve Plater and Barry Nutley. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt. Well, the clouds here, we've got a couple of warm-up laps coming up, but I tell you what, this is the fourth race that these KTM boys have had this weekend, so they're going to be busy, and we've had 3 different winners, so it really falls to Cameron Fraser, number 66, to take a win here. Brilliant. So let's have a look. Tom Strudwick is the championship leader, 22 points the gap he has over Chris Taylor, and there Cameron Fraser. We have spitting rain already. You can see the black clouds. Let's have a look how they line up. And pole position is Kevin Keyes, Tom Strudwick and Cameron Fraser. Let's see a victory from Cameron Fraser, the number 66. That'd be good. Hindle, Nagy and Dan Drayton, a new runner for this weekend, Daniel Drayton. So good to see him, the 17-year-old, a Supermoto and Thundersport rider. Pole position for Kevin Keyes then as the lights go. Tom Strudwick alongside him. Cameron Fraser, number 66, got another brilliant start. But Tom Strudwick is very light, the man in the number 25, on the number 25 bike, and he slots into second as they drop down into Duffer's Dip. James Nagy, number 12, nipping underneath and going for third and taking it under Cameron Fraser. Already, Steve, these guys are at it.
Yeah, they'll be pushing hard, you know, obviously it's spitting with rain a little bit and they'll be desperate to get the best position in case the race is going to be stopped early.
And these RC390 KTMs carry very high corner speed. Kevin Keyes coming out the inside then, but still, Tom Strudwick under substrate here. Keyes going for him at the hairpin underneath. Running wide is James Nagy. They're going to be 3 abreast going over the top of the hill, but Strudwick, the lighter of the boys there, I think has got to get the draft, and he's got it. He's in front. He punches out of the corner better. That's simple thing, Steve. That's power to weight ratio. James Nagy then leads Tom Strudwick. The championship leader still in second. Then he's got Kevin Keyes. Then it's Chris Taylor, number 79, right behind him. Then Cameron Fraser, then Lee Hindle. That's the way. There's Cameron Fraser right at the back of this lot. Lee Hindle, number 28.
Nagy's desperate. He's had 3 podiums, he's had a second place, but he hasn't won a race yet. Been robbed a few times and had 1 or 2 crashes and caused some issues, but, you know, he's desperate for a race win.
Yeah, well, if he gets a race win, then he'll join quite an elite bunch at the top of this KTM lot, won't he? Because there haven't been that many race winners. The quality has been so high.
Exactly. I think we've had 5 different winners so far, you know, and one more just, oh, that's tight. God, they're all looking for that same new piece of tarmac in turn 1.
It was a new piece. We had a bit of a weather problem early in the weekend, and the tarmac had to be repaired. It's right at the end of turn, pit lane, just down the hill a bit. But Strudwick, Keyes, Nagy, all scrapping. It's a huge battle, these guys.
At turn 3, that right-hander, then Nagy again stuffed it underneath Kevin Keyes. He does love that corner.
On the back of the bunch, Lee Hindle, number 28, thinking he can maybe do something about Cameron Fraser and sniffing the back end. Very colourful bike Lee Hindle has. Look at this, Strudwick then. James Nagy.
You can see on that camera, on the lens of the camera, it's spitting quite hard. You can see there the rain flags are out at the hairpin, so there's obviously a little bit of dampness, but these boys are still using the curbs and the white line, so the grip must be there. The Metzlers are working very well.
Kevin Keyes, 55, in 3rd place, looking as though he's going to lose that to Chris Taylor. Meanwhile, the 2 have broken away, James Nagy and Tom Strudwick. And it's going to be very interesting because coming out of the hairpin, as Nagy takes the lead, it's going to be very hairpin, difficult for him to get the drag up the hill. That's Lee Hindle. Lee Hindle down on the ground. Down on the ground, Lee Hindle, picking it up in the gravel. What a mess. What a shame for him.
These guys are lapping probably a second and a half off the lap record, which was set by Kevin Keyes in the last race. So obviously the grip's not quite there, but not too shabby either.
Let's have a look then. Talk us through this.
Oh, Nagy's just pushed, but he's gone wide himself. I think they really are struggling for a little bit of grip. He's stuffed there to get back on the drive and got past himself going towards the chicane.
He must have breathed in when he went over the white line there, because that's one of those suck in your breath moments, isn't it? At the hairpin here, then it's still a 5-man unbelievable battle here between these guys on lap 9 of 12 in the Santander Finance Consumer Finance KTM British Junior Cup. Strudwick leads, then it's Taylor. Then Kevin Keyes is now right at the back of the bunch. Cameron Fraser looking for third. Well, he's in third, looking for second, hoping he can go for it. Well, 48 Ewan Potter at the back there. Now they're all circumnavigating Ewan Potter. Wearing a novice jacket, so one of the newcomers and a youngster as well. But this is Strudwick himself, just 13 years of age. Incredible.
Oh,
and he's been,
that's a tight move.
Chris Taylor. Well, he wanted it and he took it. Now, this is where Strudwick gets the draft up here, but this happens all the time because he's diminutive. He just comes out from behind and drives up the hill. That must be so frustrating, Steve.
Yeah, very much so. You know, he's got a really good exit there as well. It's not just about his weight. He's getting a good drive off the turn and pushing hard. You know, this is going to go down to for sure to the hairpin on the last lap. Chris Taylor again up the inside on turn 3. Oh, this is getting so tight. Oh, what a good save, Nagy. Good effort.
That shows us it is a bit patchy there. That's where they ran a little bit wide. Could be a little bit damp there.
It is. I'm sure
Goodness
that's where Lee
me.
Hindle tipped off, and it's obviously a little bit greasy, but without doubt, these boys are going to be going at it hard. Good move. Again, hard but fair. Fair play. That's a tidy move.
Fantastic stuff. But James Nagy's still on board. He almost was not on board. Here we are then. The penultimate lap, Cameron Fraser. I said we need a Cameron Fraser victory this time. He's having a look at the inside. He must have heard me. He's now in second. Strudwick in third. But again, Strudwick will pull up the hill, going past Cameron Fraser. That is the frustration of not having that diminutive body weight. Look how close they are. Cameron Fraser's going to go down on the final lap then. Dropping down into Duffer's Dip. He's got the lead. He's got the lead. Can he sustain it all the way to the flag? They've got under a mile now of the Knockhill circuit to go. Cameron Fraser from Strudwick. Strudwick then and Chris Taylor right behind in third. What Cameron Fraser has to do, Steve, just quickly, is get enough of a gap so when he gets out of the hairpin, he can keep it behind him up the hill.
Barry, you make it sound so easy. Look at these boys. They're all trying to fit on the same bit of tarmac. There's not a gap between them, and we're coming down to the last chance saloon at the hairpin.
Well, who's going to overcook it here? They come sweeping down.
Here comes young Thomas. Here comes the flyweight up the inside. Oh, Chris is having a sniff. You're going to believe the drag to the line's got to be Thomas Strudwick.
Got to be Tom Strudwick. His body weight counts for everything here. A look over the shoulder from the rider behind, and that is it. James Nagy will come over. Oh, brilliant, brilliant riding. What a battle. Steve, every single race, and they've had 4 this weekend, every single race has been thoroughly entertaining. They really mean it, don't they? Here's the result, confirmation of it. Tom Strudwick from Chris Taylor, Cameron Fraser. I thought we were going to get a Fraser victory there, but it was not to be.